this lot weren't the only losers this year. Please welcome 3 celebs who did ever so slightly better, but were still losers in your eyes. Though in the words of Nick Berry, every loser wins. Please welcome Ham.
You'll never know how I watched you from the shadows as a child. You'll never know how it feels through your life to be denied. It's just a golden
You formed your little posse inside the house. You came out one after each other. Ham is still together.
Ham.
Ham. I mean, guys, really?
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Things you do when you're bored, eh? Crazy.
I mean, everybody's
Crazy.
got their groups out there and their crews, and, you know, we was in the Big Brother house, and that's H, this is A, and I'm M, so it's came out.
Yeah, it was an imaginative name. Well done. Well done, boys. Now, Harvey, let's start with you. Your relationship with Nana, who is over there,
Yes.
it kind of blew hot and cold.
Yeah.
But was it a genuine friendship, do you think?
Yeah, it was. I'm going up probably up to the 20th day. I'm trying to count days, and then obviously it kind of broke down, but not like directly.
Yeah.
Just obviously from the Mount Olympus. That's when
yeah.
kind of to form a crack, but no biggie.
And then everything is okay. Was
Yeah,
it all okay towards the end?
Yeah,
I mean, we only see a certain amount.
Yeah,
so
we didn't have
from
no
your point of
direct
view-
arguments because I got that respect for it, and like I said to you, I respect my elders, so it's the way it goes. But I seen certain things I didn't like, and I'm entitled to my opinion. If you don't like it, that's the way it goes, isn't it?
He was sleeping with one eye open.
Simple as that. What can I say? So.
Now, you are friends with the situation, as
Yeah.
we know, because you guys have Ham together. So why did you allow him to be put in the storeroom with Danica and Prince Lorenzo?
You're giving me power, yeah, to be a god. Yeah?
I know,
You're
but
giving me
that
that
was
power.
pure mean to your
Yeah,
friend.
but it's banter. Like, people take the show too serious. I'm going to stick him in there to cause some tension.
Did it feel like banter to you at the time?
At the time, when we were doing the Mount Olympus thing, I thought they were taking it easy on me, but then when they stuck me in a cupboard with Danica and the Prince, I knew that was a little bit of a humorous situation, so to speak. Yeah.
So you were okay with it?
I was okay. I walked in there and they were like laughing and giggling. As soon as I went in, it was like whoosh, silence. It was like whoosh, silence. And I was like, awkward.
The 3 of you are like little boys together.
I know, we're like
it's quite
kids.
funny. It's
we
quite
are,
funny.
We are like kids.
Ashley, let's move on to you. There is one person that you immediately warmed to, and who can blame you because she's a very beautiful young
Harvey's
lady.
so nice.
And she's sat over there, Rian. I mean, look at her. She's absolutely stunning. How much did you really like her? Is it hot? I mean, I know Brian's asked you these questions, and you couldn't see Rian whilst you were talking about her, but now you can.
No, she is a nice girl, and I did warm to her in the house, and I thought it was okay from the words that I got from her that I'm only seeing a guy. So for me, I thought it was okay, but obviously it wasn't. And for me, I just hold respect for her. She done what she had to do, and I had to do what I had to do, and I tried to be a good friend to her after that, and that was that.
I think if they had a little more time, he would have.
You know what I'm saying? Cracked it. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Will you think twice before texting her now you're at the house?
Texting? Nah. Yeah, she's my friend, man. She can get a text. If she texts back, that's up to her. So.
OK. The Growlers.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Growlers?
Yeah, I do.
It wasn't that long ago.
Itchy and twitchy.
It's been commissioned. Would you like to be involved in it?
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm only joking.
Oh.
Don't worry. Listen.
I just don't want no fish. I got to be
I know. You did. You really got the kind of the brunt of everything, didn't you?
Know what I mean?
Fish paste in your mouth, all the stuff you had to throw over yourself, and then all that stuff that was rubbed in your face as well.
No need, there was no need.
We kind of all really felt for you, and then we saw you crying about your mum and...
Well, I'm really crying.
Yes, you were, wasn't he? We heard you. So, the sitch, can I call you that?
Yeah.
Love you, mate.
Love you, mate. You came over from the US
Yeah.
and you walked into a house greeted by Cheryl
Yes.
and Julie. What did you think when you walked in?
Honestly, I mean, I didn't really know everybody's backgrounds. And when I first came in, I was like, you know, everybody was telling me, oh, this, you know, there's gonna be people of, you know, your age and whatnot. So when I first came in, I immediately thought, you know.
It must have been quite weird for you, though, I imagine,
No,
because
no.
well, no, in the States, you're extremely well known, and over here, you're quite well known. No, I'm not being funny, but then you walked into a house when only really Harvey knew who you were. So that must have been quite strange for you.
Yeah, what it was for me was I really didn't know everybody else either. So I didn't know
Yeah.
anybody's backgrounds. And when I first walked in, I was like, this must be the hostess. And I was like, maybe she's showing me the house, you know? And then all of a sudden it wasn't true. And I was like, is this, they must be playing a joke on me or something, because I didn't know anybody. And then, you know, I just had to explain myself of who I was, where I came from, you know, what I do, and pretty much the whole situation, so to speak.
And
Yeah.
what the situation is about the situation.
Yeah.
Now, you talked about the MTV Awards and taking Danica there.
Yeah, that was sort of tentative.
Do you know they were yesterday?
I know, I missed them.
Yeah, just a little bit. Was it a lucky escape?
You know what? I wanted to make it to the finals. I was very happy to make it to the finals. And if that was the case, you know, I guess I'll make it to another show, you know, next year. But, as per a date, you know, I guess I'll have to find a new date for next year.
Let's do a little hashtag find love for the sitch. Gentlemen, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
That's all for now. Join us in a bit when our two runners-up will be here. Before that, here's Jeff singing a classic song in honour of most people's favourite G-Ma, Julie Goodyear.
Walking, that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, Boots? Start walking!
Welcome back to Bit on the Side. It's the end of a summer that gave us a reincarnated seagull, a Nolan who wasn't in the mood for dancing, and a greedy Aladdin with more than 3 wishes on her list. But right now, it's time to meet the people who came second and third. Jeff, do your thing.
We don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. We don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. All we need is just to find our Thunderdome.
Hello, you okay? Hi. Martin just did a when he hugged me, and that makes me very happy. So welcome to the White Swallow. This is it. It actually exists.
Oh, amazing.
Now, Martin, I know I just told you off camera, but I'll tell you again for all to see. We met your son Roman the other night. He came on the show, and I have to say he does an absolute credit to you. He was a lovely, lovely guy.
Thank you very much.
So if he's here, thank you very much, Roman, for coming on the other day.
Yeah.
Now, Martin, you said before going into the house, well, you were actually a massive Big Brother fan.
Yeah.
So did it live up to all of your expectations?
All of it. It was absolutely everything and more. It was just, you know, I thought I knew what to expect, but it was 10 times that. It was, the highs were higher and the lows were much lower, which is what it is. You know, when you're bored in there, you're truly bored, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest times. But some of the highs and some of the fun that you have is amazing. What it is, Big Brother, is like a microcosm of the whole of the country, but all within this tiny little house.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful to be part of it, isn't it?
You're also a big fan of Big Brother, Colleen.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
how was it for you? I think we saw you go on. I know everyone says the emotional
Please don't-
roller coaster,
yes.
and we make fun of the emotional roller coaster on this show. But you genuinely did, didn't you? You kind of it looked like you were kind of really on your own for a while. With everything that was happening with Julie, it was kind of like there was two sides in the house, and then everything kind of switched after Martin kind of warned the boys to be careful. So why did you feel the need to do that?
Oh, we had the task of the gods.
Yes,
you know.
which was a brilliant task.
Yeah, and I loved Julie all the way through, and the boys loved Julie, and I think there was something in me that I saw where Julie flipped, and the boys flipped onto the dark side of Julie, and I think the boys, she was egging the boys on, and I was worried for their sake, because Julie is great with banter, but sometimes you're unsure whether it is just banter or she's being true.
Yeah.
She's being real. And I warned the boys that if she's taking it to the very edge, you're going to be pushed over the edge, and it's going to reflect badly on you on the outside.
So you didn't want them to get carried away with it?
I didn't want them to get carried, because I see what was happening, you know. I saw what was happening. I saw Julie took it to the edge, and the boys were going one further, as they do, because they're young kids. And I just warned them about that, to look out for themselves.
OK. Talking about Julie taking things to the edge, let's talk about what we now refer to as the hard pie in the face. Julie said that you nearly knocked her teeth out. So how much power was in that pie, Colleen?
Well, having watched the tape back, not enough.
Bring it on.
Julie, have you got a response for that? We have to be fair.
Sorry?
Do you have a response for that? Because we have to be fair.
Well, the thing is, I'd heard Colleen say it before I walked past, and I heard her say, I bet everybody would like to hit Bet Lynch in the face with a pie. But that did not stop me from going behind, completing the task, and giving her the opportunity to do it.
It didn't look hard, though.
No, it wasn't hard. I would never. I
It
would
looked
never.
more like
It was a placement.
A
It
place
wasn't
and a slight rub.
It was
For a bit of
slight rub.
satisfaction.
It was,
Just a little bit slight rub. You got on really well with the boys in the house.
Yeah.
Why do you think that was?
Because they reminded me of my two boys. You know,
Yeah.
they're around about the same age, and I was homesick. I'm missing my boys, and they made it less for me when I was in there. It was just they just made me laugh, because that's what I live with at home, really. And they were just the life of the house. You know, they kept the house lively and vibrant, even when you didn't want it to be sometimes. But they were just brilliant housemates.
And you seem to have a real soft spot for Ashley.
Yes, yes. Ashley's so, you know, he was the one person in there who was so overawed with it all, and he's got not an ounce of cynicism in him, and he was so true. You know, he was so honest and so true, and was himself from the moment he walked in right until tonight when he walked out, you know.
Yeah. In the beginning, you kind of struggled with the situation a little bit. Did you eventually find it easier to have a conversation with him that wasn't just about the situation?
No, do you know what? I gave up trying in the respect of I just let him talk about himself.
You're like,
I
"Oh,
enjoyed
fuck it, it doesn't matter anymore."
No, we did. We really turned a corner. I don't think we got each other at first. He didn't get my sarcastic humour, and he thought I was always having a go at him. And I just didn't get him, you know, for about the first week and a half, really. I thought, I don't get him. But then we turned a corner, and yeah, I love him.
How was it sleeping with 5 men?
It was like, you know, when you dream about things, and
Would
then all of
Denise
a
be
sudden
proud?
Denise would be so proud. I don't think she'd been quite as good as me in there, in the respect of she might have gone for it a bit more than I did. But
one of my favourite comments of yours was the one when you're on your own in the bedroom talking about, my life is complete. I'm in here with Martin Kemp.
oh my God, in his boxers.
Yeah, but I heard that.
Yeah.
I had one eye open under my blue mask.
I'm doing a good job here.
No, it's fabulous.
You, Martin, were kind of... If Julie was the nana, what role do you think you played?
Oh, I turned out to be definitely kind of the father figure, I suppose, for the young guys. You know, I saw them make a few mistakes on the way, and I tried to help them out. Because I was worried for the guys. How it was going to, you know, they're only young kids and they're starting off on their careers, and I didn't want this show to reflect badly on that.
Yeah.
And,
As it can do.
And to damage the rest of their lives, you know. So I warned them a couple of times that, you know, just, you know...
Rein it in and calm down a little
rein
bit.
it in a little bit.